Good morning, people. So I'm back in the shop. Gonna be working on, if you saw the last video I put up, it was just kind of a, this is about what I'm fixing to do and where my life's been headed and going. And I showed you about working on these 12 volt, I call them pier lights, fishing lights, whatever you want to call them. But anyway, I'm rebuilding them. I've got 2 sets of them. And here comes Paxton with her frog. She has pet snakes. What kind of snake do you have?
Pythons and a hognose.
Pythons and a hognose. And yes, there she is with her snakes, every one of them. And she is not scared of tarantulas, as you can see right there. And she shoots her own deer. And she loves her chickens. Just an all-around neat kid. There went the frog. Anyway, okay. P, I'm gonna be making videos, so don't walk up behind me every time I'm talking, okay? Okay. I got you on the video. And there's Sissy. Get out of the shop. Anyway, y'all go out so I can do this. Okay, we're gonna tear this set of lights apart, and essentially what's gonna happen is all of it, none of this is glued. It's all so it can be flexible, movable, it all moves around. All of this is going to come apart. I'm going to cut all the wires off of it, and we're going to add bell wire to each one of these to make them longer, because where we're headed with this is we're going to make a setup that resembles this. You'll see right here, this is a conduit box, 2 inch, and they do make an LB that goes this way. I can't remember exactly what they call this one, conduit something. And but anyway, and each one of these is still loose inside here where it can be moved, and this whole assembly will come apart, you'll see, because once this is all done, each light on their separate switch, once this is all finished, it will be, let me lay that down, it all goes into this box here, into this one. I bought this setup. This is DeWalt, and I actually got a really good deal on this, is why I got it. And this box here, I've got some extra stuff in here. I put all my batteries and other odd end stuff in that. All the lights go inside here. And so anyway, I'm gonna start tearing this apart. I'm not gonna make, I got my cap on backwards still. I'm not gonna make a super long video out of all this. A lot of it is self-explanatory. It's 12 volt wiring, DC current, so it's red on red and well, white on black, because white on the negative, because I got red and white bell wire. And but I will show you some of it as I'm working the project. I got another box here. I got my pattern already cut on there. I got to cut that out, so the rocker panel switch will go in there, and we'll put all the PVC on it. We'll cut all the wires on here, and I'll add the bell wire to that. So now I'm gonna get started on it. One disclaimer before I get going on all this. For those the comments that are coming to me, or the comments being made to me about, you need to clean your shop up, it ain't gonna happen right now. I got too much stuff going on and too many things to do, so it's probably going to be a messy shop, so just bear with me. That's why it's called a shop. I couldn't do this in the house. I don't think my wife would go for it too much. I do have a pretty good mess out here. And there's Melody Male working on her deer stand back there, so that's another project. We're rebuilding, remodeling that deer stand out there. We got to get it to the deer lease in 3 weeks, so we got to hurry up and get done on that. I guess the first step of all this is to get this tape off of here. You can just see here, I put these wire nuts on here. Just ran all the hots and all the grounds together. And this is my supply line here. I'll show you later how that supply works on there and how I connect it to the batteries. Man, you can make these things. You can start out with some simple lights. These lights weren't that expensive. I think like on these here, and these are not the super bright ones, I think I paid, it was like $20 something for a pair of them. Same thing on these rectangle ones here. These here I think were like $26 for a pair, and these are the super bright ones, and I don't know the wattage on them. I just know that these right here, you can trout fish underneath them. They're so bright. So get all this taken apart, all these pieces and all these wires and all this stuff. And it's not glued, and the reason it's not glued is just not so I can take it back apart, but just so everything's movable and turnable and adjustable. Watch me not remember how to put all this back together. Looks like a monkey with a football. While I got this going on, she's trying to be quiet down there. There's Melody cutting carpet for her deer stand. I'm supposed to be videoing that project too with my other camera, a little bit at a time here and there. That's gonna be another project, another video. She snuck in on me. It's Labor Day weekend right now, so we're laboring. We're trying to get some of these projects done and knocked out of the way. So there, we got all the lights taken apart. I'm gonna go cut bell wire to add extensions to these so they're long enough to reach the switches. This is a switch plate that we're putting on them here. 5 rocker panel, whatever you want to call it. They work wonderful. You get to see that after a while how they work. Trying to figure out which one's hot. All these lights got different color wires on them. So on this one, the brown's hot. That's what that was all about. And I make the hot one on the red bell wire. I will eventually solder these, but this is where I usually mess up. I forget to put these are shrink wrap sleeves. I usually forget to put those on there before I make the connection. But I remember this time. Okay, I got these bell wires on here, these extensions for each one. This will go to the switch. And I soldered them, got heat shrink on them, and now I wrap them with a light wrap of electrical tape to hold them together and keep them from pulling apart, because I do move these and adjust them, so I try to put a little extra. If y'all saw the last video on this, I'm gonna give a shout out here. My buddy Carlos, there's a man, I can't remember. I think the video was called Lots of Big Uglies. If you'll go back and look at that, I made a buddy on the pier that night. His name is Carlos, and that son gun, I sent him a message the other day because he posts pictures almost every week of him out on that pier with the big uglies. And I told him, I said, they're gonna name that pier after you eventually. And he answered back, he said, that's the goal. So shout out to you, Carlos. Keep on catching them, buddy. Okay, I've got all the lights. Y'all hear a noise in the background, that's my fan running. It got too hot in here. I've got all the lights with the bell wire on them, and there's the other one. I'm about to start assembling them and putting them together, but before I do that, I'm going to cut this box out. I'm going to cut that with the Dremel tool. It actually takes 2 different tools because this little bit right here doesn't cut deep enough. This is too thick of plastic, but I make the initial cut with it. I had to go get my glasses. I will agree with any of you that is not the prettiest cut, but I didn't feel like, I have a roto zip, I didn't feel like digging it out, and I got one of them other vibrating little saw blade things, and I can't think of the name of it, Sonic something, a Rockwell one. I didn't feel like digging it out, so anyway, it fits. That's all that matters there. That's gonna go right there on there like that. I'm gonna drill some pilot holes, put some little screws in there. Alrighty, I'm not going to mount that in there just yet because I'm going to be handling this a lot, and I don't want the switches to get broke while I'm doing that. So what we're going to end up with is this is going to go on the top to receive this. So all of that I get a little aggressive with, and I tap it in to where it all bottoms out, or try to bottom it out. And then cut a little bit off of this. It got a little bit much on there. Trying to shorten this down as much as I possibly can. Whatever I don't need on there, I take off. And then this one here, this goes on to the leg. This will be the bottom, and we'll also tap that as far as we can get it in there. There. So, because that's got to fit in this box. So, got that done. Now we're going to start putting, I got to figure out all of these, how they piece back together and run all the wires. I'm going to number the wires first. I'm going to turn the camera off to show you that. I just take a little piece of tape and put them on here so I know which one goes to which switch. Okay, I've numbered them. And the purpose of this numbering is just so I get it to the right switch, so I know which ones, because I number them 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the Pier Light is 5, the one that actually shines on our work area. So now I've got them numbered. This is number 1, and this is number 2 here. So I got to start running wires. Let me run this one through here first. All right, there we go. We got those put together. And I'm just kind of squeeze them tight there so they kind of hold up. Okay, now our next piece is this one here. Actually, this is going to go here. And then this is going to go here and down. This is number 5. And then this will go here. That shines on our work area for us. And then we got to get all of these to go through this. And that all goes there, and we have it assembled. There, we got that much of it done. The next, we have to run there. All right, we have that much of it. Now I got to cut these all to size, trim them up, put the spade ends on them to connect, and we'll run the power supply wires to it. That's this extension cord here that I use. I'll show you that. I'm gonna take me a break because it's lunchtime right now. I'm gonna get me something to eat. See y'all back in a little bit. Okay, I've got my glasses on so I can see this stuff better. I use these cheap extension cords here, kind you can buy for $1 or something like that. And I got it all tangled up in my chair down here. All right. I use these cheap extension cords here. This is the end bared down. This is going to go through this hole right here, and it's going to come out up in here. And that's going to be the power supply, the positive and the negative. I'll show you how I got these rigged on the other end. This here, and it fell back on the floor. I have alligator clips on it, so I can hook it to the deer feeder batteries, or I can unplug it right here, unplug that, and I'll plug it into this one, and this one has the DeWalt battery pack on it, battery mount on it. So that's how the power supply will run into here. I've got to trim these wires down and put the spade connectors on them, and we'll get those connected up. So I'm gonna be working on that next. This one has to go to this, and that's all that goes on there. This is a power supply from the battery. This ain't gonna come on. And it goes just from the battery to the switch panel. That's a hot wire for all the LEDs. Each one of these have to have a spade connector on it. All right, now it's a matter of getting them all plugged into the right place. This is number 3. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, now moment of truth. If I hooked all them wires up right, then this should make the light shine. Well, they all on. Now see if I got all of them in the right numbers. This should be number 1, that's right. Number 2, 3, 4. Got them right.
The crowd went wild.
And the crowd went wild. I got it right the first time. Now, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I'll turn them on from the other side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is over here on the back side, and they all worked right. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now we put the cover plate on. Now I gotta go find me another box. Got that up. One final touch. Got to get the Yatchet sticker to put on it. We got to brand it. There we go. Now it's official. Slapping Yatchet. Alrighty. So that takes care of that one. We got both of them done. Both of them ready to go. Now I just got to figure out how to take them apart and put them in that box, make them fit. So there it is. I'm done with that project, and hopefully it'll make a decent video. I appreciate y'all watching. There's a link. I'll probably, if I don't put it on earlier, I'll put it on right here up here in the top. You can look at it and see it's from the link of when I first built those lights, the original putting together of them. You can go up there and look at it and check it out. And hopefully pretty soon, today is Sunday, I actually work tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get this edited out and posted up this week, and hopefully you'll see this pretty quick, and then in the next few weeks you'll see hopefully some video from the surf, and we'll be done. Mel, look at this.
I just took your picture because you're cute. And I see
I'm sitting here trying to video, and she's over here. I thought she was videoing me. Anyway, I'm gonna clean the shop up. I got to finish my candles up. I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned. We're gonna be fishing pretty quick. We're gonna be doing some cooking pretty quick. We're gonna finish up that deer stand pretty quick. And in about the next 3 weeks, we'll be up at the deer lease hopefully, and get some video up there too, and share some of that with y'all. So y'all stay tuned. God bless. Remember, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna do this pretty soon. We're gonna hit 1,000. Y'all help me. Y'all take care. Toodles.